Hi, my name is Sophia, and today we're going to talk about topic 3.2 of the ACE International History textbook. Why did the League of Nations fail to keep peace in the 1930s? First, the key term. Pause if needed, moving on. And first, let's talk about the failure of disarmament. The League's inability to achieve disarmament was a major cause of its failure. Disarmament was a key aim based on the 14 points and included in the Treaty of Versailles and the League's Covenant. By 1930, only Germany had disarmed. Other powers did not follow through. This created resentment and imbalance. The World Disarmament Conference began in 1932 with over 60 nations, including the USA and the USSR. Initial optimism faded quickly. Three main problems caused failure. First, the Great Depression made countries prioritize military strength for internal stability. Second, the Japanese invasion of Manchuria showed the League could not enforce decisions. And the rise of Adolf Hitler increased fear across Europe. Germany demanded equal rearmament, but France refused due to security fears. In 1933, Germany withdrew from both the conference and the League. Japan had already left, and this encouraged other nations to rearm. The disarmament effort collapsed. Next, the Manchurian and Abyssinian crisis. In 1931, Japan invaded Manchuria, threatening Western trade interests in China. China appealed to the League. The League created the Lytton Report to investigate. While this was happening, Japan secured control and created Manchukuo, which is renamed Manchuria. The report blamed both sides, but recommended returning the region to China. In 1933, the League accepted the report. Japan rejected it, ignored the League, and withdrew from it. Britain and France took no strong action due to economic weaknesses and the fear of conflict. This exposed the League's lack of enforcement power. Next, the Abyssinian crisis. In 1935, Italy invaded Abyssinia in Ethiopia, which was a League member, and Emperor Haile Selassie appealed for help. The League condemned Italy and introduced sanctions. However, these were ineffective. Because the key resources like oil and steel were not restricted, Britain and France wanted to keep Italy as an ally against Germany, and the Hoare-Laval Pact planned to give most of Abyssinia to Italy. Public backlash forced the plan to be dropped, but damage was done. Italy completed its conquest and later left the League. This pushed Italy closer to Germany. Next, the Spanish Civil War. The Spanish Civil War began in 1936. The Republican government asked the League for help. The League refused to intervene, calling it an internal issue. Britain and France created a non-intervention policy. However, Germany and Italy supported Franco. The USSR supported the Republicans. The League failed to act despite clear foreign involvement. Later, Franco won in 1939. Next, the Japanese invasion of China. In 1937, Japan launched a full invasion of China. China again appealed to the League, and the League showed concern but took, again, no action. Britain and France avoided confrontation. Japan had already left the League and was aligned with Germany. This confirmed that the League could not stop major powers, such as Japan. Next, the changing attitudes towards major powers. Not towards major powers, towards the League of Nations from the major powers. The League depended on cooperation from major powers. By the 1930s, this support declined. Germany under Hitler rejected the League and rearmed. Italy ignored the League when it conflicted with its goals. Japan left after criticism of its expansion, and the USSR joined in 1934, but distrusted the League. Britain and France avoided military action as a whole, and they prioritized national interest and avoided another war. And all in all, the League failed to defend weaker nations like China and Abyssinia, so collective security broke down. By the mid-1930s, the League failed to achieve disarmament, it failed to prevent rearmament, and it failed to stop aggression. Major powers withdrew or ignored it. Britain and France refused to enforce decisions, and the League became ineffective and irrelevant in maintaining peace. This is the timeline, and that's it.